game, it's 85,000. Start the Brent Venables era. Just kind of how it went, kind of what you were looking for.
No, a lot to clean up. Just went back and watched the film, and just a lot of things I can get better at, and not only individually but as collectively as a group. So just focus on that, trying to take in the good, but also taking the corrections, and being extremely critical so we can be our best selves.
What about just the experience for yourself?
Experience was amazing. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. So it's just a great feeling every time I run out there.
Now you get those first out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any not that there was pressure? Is there any calm or relief that's okay, I can just kind of get into a routine now for game weeks?
I think I was just always so focused on preparing and doing my job to the best of my ability that I'm so locked into that and focused to that it really is until it's over. Then I really step back and kind of see it. But for the most part, man, like I said, I'm preparing. Every week's a new week. I'm just trying to play each play individually and doing my best.
Is there anything I guess going back and looking at the game, just the vertical balls, those you look back and you're like, God, I wish you didn't miss them? Or
Exactly, cleaning those up, taking what they give me, and then also just being extremely efficient. Moving the chains and finding ways to move the chains. So those are a bunch of things you always clean up, and there'll always be something you want to have back from the game, but. Man, good ain't ever good enough at quarterback position, and you got to continue to clean that up.
Dylan, you hadn't played football in a while, because of your injury and things.
Yep.
So did it take a minute just to get adjusted or anything?
Shoot, it felt like I was back out there, and it really didn't feel like a long time away from the game. So that was good, but definitely just, the start of any new season, kind of that 6 months of, not getting touched or so. But, into the first drive, I got, a little hit, and then it's all good. It's a part of the game, and something that, it kind of just eased me once I got hit.
Did the operations and the communication with Coach Levy Beck feel a little bit like when you guys worked together at UCF? Or?
For sure, yeah. I think it's something we've practiced, obviously, from January and all the, sideline operations, but mostly just getting on the phone on the sideline and being able to talk through drives. I think that, kind of reminded me of being back at, UCF with him and just playing the game, with him. So.
What are those conversations like on the phone? You said, I think on Saturdays, it was just good to hear his voice.
Yep.
What's he like on the phone? Is it a bunch of cursing, or how is he in game?
Calm demeanor, he's the same guy, and just being able to talk through things and from a different perspective. But we're able to translate it very well, communicate very well, and that's why, it's easy to make adjustments, talk through things, and find ways to be more efficient. So.
Was it easier for you to translate what he wanted to your teammates, having dealt with him before?
For sure. I think in the beginning, being able to help the guys along, since I have played in it before. But, for the most part, I think everyone's done a good job of trying to learn it. And obviously week to week, preparing for a new defense and kind of their scheme, it helps having guys who are very well at just taking in information.
Does that level of teaching that you did in the spring and that you've done out here in training camp, does that change week to week when you're scouting actual opponents?
Not necessarily. I think, early on installs, you're trying to learn the base of it and find a way to, just get the concept down. But here now, we have a good grasp of the concept. It's just adjusting to different bodies, how different defense play their schemes and working it for us.
You talked about getting hit a little bit early. Did you feel pretty comfortable behind the offensive line, even as things were kind of rotating there?
For sure. No, I felt really good. O-line did a good job, and I made that comment more so just, to me being back in the game and quarterback not getting touched, all spring or summer. So we really only get touched during season.
How about snagging the first rushing touchdown of the season? You give the running backs a little rooting for that?
For sure. I don't like stealing ones from the running backs. I kind of let the running backs do their thing. But, when I got to do what I got to do, I'm all in for the team and, try to do my best in the run game.
You look pretty good reading that stuff.
Appreciate you. But like I said, just things to work on and things to, continue to be more efficient at and try to extend the run game with my feet, keep defenses honest and, in the zone reads and so forth.
You talked about not having to see your family yet until after the game. What's that been like having them in town, getting ready for it?
Felt so good. Just being able to go over after the game and see everyone, just spend time with them. It's been really good. They've been here this whole week. I'm gonna stay for the Kent State game, obviously, and it's just good knowing I can get some home cooked meals from my mom, spend some time with my dad and my little brother. But it's just a great feeling in general. So.
Dad was a quarterback. Did he critique you a lot after games? To this day, does he still get critiques?
Yeah, I think he's definitely backed off a little bit just because he hasn't been in it, obviously. But he's my dad. He loves football. We always talk football together, and just always pushing me to be my best self. And I love that about him, and I need someone in my life like that, and I'm so grateful I have that. So.
Dylan, you've never really been back at the first game of your first freshman year, I guess.
Yep.
Can you comment on the preparedness level that Davis is going through right now and how ready he is?
Yeah, I think for Davis, we're going in together. I think that's something I said in the past is like it's truly a QB room that has to come together and prepare together, ask the necessary questions, and then just like I said, you can never get too many perspectives. Just with Davis, Coach Levy, all the guys that help out with the QBs, and of course the QBs. Just having that and being able to take notes and take things from other guys, I think is super important. And Davis and I have been together through the whole process of it.
What do you like about his game?
Man, I love how well he's being able to take in information and challenges himself in the mental game and the mental side of it, knowing that it is a different perspective, having to wait and just be prepared, be ready, but he prepares like he's the guy too. So I can respect that, and it continues to push me to continue to be at the top of my game. So.
How about the game that Braden Willis had on Saturday? Did that kind of track with what you've seen on the practice field throughout camp?
For sure, that's someone who's worked his butt off and has been doing it all fall camp. So it's really all his work in the dark coming to light, and I'm just proud of him. But most importantly, he's just uncommon effort. He continues strain, and those guys get rewarded just from playing their butt off. So.
You have a pretty diverse group of receivers out there. Do you feel like that your rapport is growing with those guys? You felt good with them on Saturday?
Of course. Just the countless throwing sessions, the countless reps together has definitely helped us. But like I said, just continue to be more efficient in everything. You can never be, efficient enough. But just continue to work our butt off on the routes and find ways to move the chains, create completions. But they've done a great job of that.
Dylan, going back to family,
Yep.
You look at your brother's names, you're a football family.
Yep.
Were you a Corey Dillon fan growing up, or did you become one because you're in him?
Honestly, I never knew, just being so young. I never got to watch him play or watch anything, but I know the history of being named, and after Corey Dillon and my brother Garrison and Roman Gabriel, obviously. So it's just kind of a football family thing.
Dylan, wanted to ask you about Marcus Major. He got the 2 touchdowns
Yep.
on Saturday. Just what'd you see from him, and how big was that for him?
Huge for him. I think he's been grinding his butt off, and during spring, kind of had some time off, but come back in the summer with the right mindset, going into fall camp and just dominating that. I think what you've seen from B. Will and Marcus Major is truly what they've been doing, but just their work, coming to light, and just super proud of them because, man, guys who work hard are going to be rewarded. Just super happy for them.